rooting and sinking. In that rooting and sinking, we're going to be talking sort of a foundation, but how it applies, and the fact that we're getting close to spring. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, if you'll go ahead and warm us up.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Let us start with our morning stretch, reaching up with a nice inhale. Putting a slight bend in your knees. Exhale as you relax those arms down. Relax your fingertips, lifting the chest, tilting the hips under, rolling the shoulders back and down. Go ahead and rest your head down at your center. Roll it to the right side, to the back, to the left, continuing all the way around. Begin to steady your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, changing directions. As you return back to center, go ahead and lift your head all the way up. Close your jaw. And to center. Turn your head to the right side with an inhale. Exhale as you return to the left side with an inhale. Exhale as you return, bringing your right ear down towards your shoulder with an inhale. Exhale as you return. Switch sides with an inhale. Exhale as you return. Bring your chin down with an inhale. Exhale as you return. Go ahead and relax your arms down. Bring your shoulders up and relax. 2, keeping a bend in your knees. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time, roll them back in a circle. Continue your steady inhale and your steady exhale. 3 more times. Last time, and go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. Straighten your arms out center. Bring your right arm under your left. Split across your body. Go ahead and rotate at the wrist with an inhale and an exhale. Relaxing that side, switching arms. Left arm under the right. Pull it across with a bend in your knees. Continue that steady breath. Release. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Do some rotations around. Engaging in your abdomen and your backside as well. With a steady inhale. Change directions. And a steady exhale. Return back to center. Step forward with your right leg, bending into the knee, keeping ears over shoulders, over hips, with that heel down on that left side. Good, and slowly ease back, switching sides with an inhale through the nose. And an exhale as you return. Let us come up onto the balls of our feet and come up and down. And one last time, and up and down. Let us go ahead and find a sit space. If you would stretch out your left side, flexing your foot and your toes back as you ease into your stretch. Be mindful of your breath with a steady inhale through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth. Point your foot, point your toes. Good, and slowly ease back. Let us move to our right side. Flex the foot back, stretch the toes back. With a steady inhale and a steady exhale. Good, go ahead and slowly ease back. Pointing the foot, pointing the toes. Good, and a steady exhale. If you would return back to center, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Draw your heels in and slowly ease forward. With an inhale And a steady exhale as you return. Let us come back.
Well, we are getting to that point where spring is almost here. In that sort of view, we want to talk about rooting and sinking. One of the things we want to talk about is looking at picking fruit. When we pick fruit, if you would go ahead and demonstrate, when we pick fruit, we have that rooting and sinking feel. This is the time when plants are driving down but also driving out. The idea is that with rooting and sinking, one of the things is the relationship between going down and going up. Just like with the mandala or the Tai Qi symbol, we want to look at the fact that we want to balance the two. So as one is reaching up, we are thinking about going down. As we come down, we're thinking about spreading out. And that piece of it is important. It's not just a physical movement, it's a mental connection. So I'd like for you to do this with us. And if you are just joining us for the first time, I'd like for you to focus on the upper body. If you have experienced with picking fruit before, go ahead and incorporate both as you feel fit. Master's going to go ahead and demonstrate the upper and lower. I'm going to be doing just the upper. And the idea is that as we begin, think about as you're going up, rooting down, straight down, almost like driving a spike. And then as we grab and bringing it down, we're having a stretching as well. So again, going up, rooting down, or rooting out, and sinking as we come back. Again, as you're going up, sinking and rooting, having that feel. And it's a mental thing. If you need to think of actual roots, the idea I always think of is a dandelion root for sinking, and how the roots from that dandelion spread out then. Something else to think about for rooting and sinking is when we're doing our horse stance. The horse stance itself is one of those foundation pieces. As we step into that horse stance as we begin, it is not only a going down, but also a going out. It's a foundation piece that we use as we begin each posture. So try this with us, getting into your horse stance. If you're just joining us for the first time, horse stance is a feel. It's where we have ears over shoulders over hips, knees slightly bent. The idea is that we've sort of distributed our weight 50-50. The idea is that as we are in this position where we're sort of holding on to a horse with our knees, it is a driving down, but also a spreading out. Using this as our foundation then, as the upper part gets moved one way or the other, we're pretty much locked down in the ground. But it's a balance between that locking in and that fluidity that happens. From this horse stance, let's continue on together with picking fruit one more time. As we have that feeling of sort of sinking and rooting out with our right hand, picking fruit. As we go up, think about sinking down. As you come back down, think about rooting out. Other side. The amount you're going up is the amount you're going down. As you come down, you're allowing that foundation then to spread out. Let's do this 2 more times together. Either incorporating upper and lower, or just focusing on the upper. The idea is that you're connecting that physical movement of picking fruit with the mental imagery of both sinking and rooting. And relax. A way to sort of sew these two together is the breath. The breath itself is one of those things where we are allowing a balance of yin and yang, where we have external coming internal, internal going external. That breath then helps us to maintain that connection between both the mental and the physical. So as we go up then, we're having that inhale and that reach. Also, that reach down. As we have our exhale, bringing it down, we're having that spread out. So using that connection then is important. So when you practice picking fruit, whether you're practicing it starting with horse stance or just jumping right into picking fruit, you want to think about that breath piece. With the horse stance, if you get back into horse stance, think about the breath as well. Use the breath to help you with the imagery to allow the body to do what it does. So as you take that inhale, you're thinking about the driving down. As you're feeling that exhale, you're feeling that spread out. That is connected with so many other things as well, and we'll talk about that next time. If you have a chance for homework to practice not only the picking fruit, but also the horse stance, preferably horse stance then picking fruit, but also sticky ball. For those people that are sort of just joining us, we have videos on how to begin sticky ball. As a quick reminder, we have one hand on top of the other. We have a ball that is sticky, and we sort of stretch it open, and then we bring it back together, squishing. Obviously, there's a breath with that. As we extend open, we're inhaling. As we're coming back, we're exhaling. Gonka would be to focus a little bit on that, whether reviewing some of the other videos we have on sticky ball, or just practicing what we already know, as well as incorporating some of that picking fruit and horse stance. We'll pick up more with this sinking and rooting as we talk about spring has sprung next time. But I do want to leave you with your joke. So, have you heard of the new restaurant? It's called Karma. They don't give you a menu, they just serve you what you deserve. So with that, good luck in your practice this week. We look forward to seeing you again. Stay safe and stay well.